Hey, good evening, everybody. Meredith is back from the USA. I've got Alla, I saw 0171. There's a Kim there. It flew by quick. Laura is in the house. Who else have we got? Good evening, folks. Hey, Sasha is here. Tracy Briggs has joined tonight. Let me move this camera back a little bit further. See if that's going to frame this up a little bit better. Hitesh is back in the house. Evening all, says Kim. Evening to you, Kim. How are we doing? Are you all right? Good evening, good evening. Are you pushing your accent? No, don't know what you mean, 0171. This is how I speak. Good evening, Hitesh. How are we doing? Nina's here. Good to see you. Let me close down all this stuff that's just distracting me on my computer. Charge your phone earlier tonight. Yes, I have, Kim. The charger is in, so that's fine. The USB cable is there. Still feel that this is a little bit close, guys. I feel that I'm not framed up as well as I could be. How's that? That a little bit better. I still want a copy of that poster. Meredith, you can get a copy of this poster from startupvitamins.com. I'm going to move this so you see me head a bit. I feel that I'm chopping the top of my head off a lot of the time. Yeah, startupvitamins.com, awesome company. They do loads of motivational posters for startup companies or just positive people. Is it daytime there? No, it's not. It's gone 10 o'clock. It's getting on for 10:05 here in the UK. I've been out all day, guys, doing voiceover workshops today, which has been brilliant. I run voiceover workshops for people in the UK if they want to get into voiceover. What site can I view all your posts on again? So if you go to actonthis.tv, Hitesh, actonthis.tv, and click on Periscope in the top of the corner. It's bright as F in that room. It is pretty bright. I've got a lot of lights on in here, but hopefully that makes the picture quality a little bit better. So yeah, Hitesh, actonthis.tv, and then click on Periscope, and you can watch all the replays of these. This is like a 30-day experiment that I'm doing. I'm gonna broadcast live every night at 10 PM UK time. For those who don't know me, my name's Ross. I'm an actor here in the UK. I'm a voiceover artist as well, and I am obsessed with mindset, positivity, motivation, what makes people great, basically. What is success? How we become more and more successful? How we kind of grow beyond ourselves and get better. Do your best Midwestern accent. I don't have any accents bar this one, I'm afraid. I don't know what the Midwest is in America. I'm guessing is that like cowboy stuff or not? Like howdy partner kind of thing. Give me a bit more info than that. I need more to work with. So guys, for those who are on the scope, Minnesota, it means nothing to us over here in the UK, but like what that accent is. That's like me saying, can you do a Scouse accent if you're not from the UK? You probably find it quite hard. How about Kentucky? I know Kentucky Fried Chicken. American. My American accent's not that great. I did just do an animation though in voiceover for a cartoon over here called Whack Fu. It's available on Netflix in the US. I play a character called Percival. Do American in that, but he's crazy. So he's like way over the top, kind of like he just wants to fight all the time. So he just says things like, "Come on, man, we want to fight! Come on!" You know, he's proper mental American. So I can get away with that doing a real normal American accent. I just sound like an Englishman trying to do an American accent. So I won't put you through that. Those who were on the scope last night, you're getting tested tonight. I know I am, Sasha. All these questions. Those on the scope last night, I put a challenge out there. If you've not seen it, get onto actonthis.tv, check the Periscope link out, and watch last night's. It's called it's a mental diet, the 5-day mental diet challenge. Tutorial, just don't sound British. I'll just basically not try and sound British. Hi, I am new. Who are you? Davey03D. My name is Ross. I'm an actor and a voiceover artist here in the UK, and I do these nightly scopes to coach people on mindset in all areas of their career and their life to kind of get them further in life faster. So last night I did a scope talking about this mental diet challenge, basically where we're not going to indulge in negative thoughts over the next 5 days. Challenge went better than I expected, actually, said Meredith. Awesome. I hope everybody is doing well on that. So for those who weren't here on the challenge last night, basically we committed for 5 days not to dwell you know, or indulge in negative thoughts that come up in our heads, negative emotions. We try instantly to quash them within 60 seconds of them coming up in our mind. We change our state, whether that's physically to get out of that. You know, we flip the situation on its head and say, actually, what am I getting out of this situation as opposed to what is it taking from me? We try and do this for 5 consecutive days. If you find yourself thinking of negative things for more than 60 seconds during your day, you've got to start the next day from scratch. I tried to not. Brilliant, good one, 0171. I hope you were successful with that. Sasha, thanks for sharing this Periscope. Tonight, I wanted to talk about something that's a little bit fun, guys. And this was an exercise that a great mentor of mine called Jeff Walker asked me to do once. And it's just a little bit of fun about finding your purpose in life, really. Day one went good for me, says Kim. Awesome, Kim. Hopefully we can carry on. Day 2, day 3. It gets tough about day 3, day 4, because you start kind of taking, I don't know, you like we've done this stuff on habit gravity before. You're enthused for the first 2 days, 3 days, then it starts becoming a bit harder as your enthusiasm kind of wanes and you forget that you're in that zone. So let's see how you do. If you can get through 5 days, I'm going to check in with people on Friday. That will be absolutely awesome. So yeah, tonight, Jeff, this mentor of mine, business mentor, great guy, he said, we were talking about purposes in life really, and how we would like our businesses to impact the world. And as Steve Jobs said once, you know, how are you going to make your dent on the universe? And when I guess when I ask you guys, you know, what do you think your purpose is in life, you might have one to go, well, I want to help people, or I want to, you know, I want to entertain people, I want to do this, or whatever it is. But I want to ask you whether it's big enough, whether you're thinking big enough. I was going to say, is it like the habit scope the other night? Yeah, absolutely, it is, Kim. It really is getting yourself and reprogramming your mind into that habit of only looking for the positives in situations. The negatives will always come up, but we don't want to comment on them, we don't want to vocalize them, we want to quash them and just look at, you know, the opportunity that we're being given through this negative experience, I guess. So back to this exercise, yeah, about purpose. Your initial answer, if I said, what's your purpose in life, might be, you know, you might have an answer for that. You might know what, you know, you think you know what it is. But I want to get people to really think massive tonight. And we're going to look at something called our massively transformational purpose. It's a bit more fun than just, you know, thinking, I don't know, on a smaller scale. You know, when you go into an audition, if you're an actor, and the director might go, oh, so what you up to at the moment, what are you doing? This is going to give you a great answer for that, just in conversation in general. And I was thinking about what my purpose is in life, guys, right? And through the acting and the voiceover work, I thought, well, I entertain people, I guess. You know, I entertain people through the acting, I entertain people through voiceover. I thought, well, that sounds all right, I guess. You know, I kind of help people through scopes like this. I guess this is kind of entertaining to a certain extent. You know, train people in voiceover. And I thought, well, it's not really that compelling, is it? What do you do? Well, I just kind of entertain people, you know. Robbie Williams said that in his song a few years ago, you know, let me entertain you. But it's not that compelling. But I thought, well, through the work that I do and through the websites that I run, I do entertain the people who visit those websites, but then I hopefully inspire and coach people who see these things in their acting careers, in their voiceover careers, or whatever careers that they have, to go on and maybe entertain other people. And people in the community who are watching this now, you know, you might be doing a play this week at a theatre that might hold 50 people. You know, if it's a big theatre, it might hold 600 people, 1,000 people, and that's great. Equally though, there are people who watch these scopes and in the Act on This community, the website that I run, that I've got parts in massive shows like Downton Abbey that on a weekly basis entertain 11 million people in the UK, 12 million people. Archie, good evening to you and Kel. And I thought, well, that's quite big, isn't it? You know, it's not just kind of like me entertaining a few hundred people, or, you know, on a scope like this, I might entertain 75 people a night or something like that. Those people who I entertain exponentially go on to entertain other people. And we're talking, like I say, if you get in a show like Downton Abbey, millions of people. Just got that on pause to watch you. Ah, okay, nice. You know, there was a guy called Mark Morell Smith, who's in the Acts on This community. He got a part on Downton Abbey, you know, in a couple of episodes. So he's effectively exponentially through, you know, hopefully through the help and stuff that he's got through the websites and stuff, gone on to entertain 10, 11, 12 million people a week on that. So I thought, well, actually, what's more compelling for me, for my massively transformational purpose in life? I thought, wouldn't it be amazing to think that through the work that I do, You know, if I entertain 75 people on a scope tonight and you all go out and entertain 2 people each, then really that's another 150 people plus the 75, so 225 people through doing a scope like this. If you entertain 10 people each, that's like 2,500 people. But I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if the work that I do, I could go, you know what, my massively transformational purpose in life is to entertain 1 billion people on this planet. And it sounds like crazy, ridiculous, way out there, but if you're thinking there's some people in the community who are entertaining 11, 12 million people a week, you know, for like 8 weeks on a series, there's only 100 million people that they're entertaining. So to entertain 1 billion people is not kind of beyond, you know, beyond the realms of possibility at all. It's quite, you know, it's quite possible. It's a really empowering thing, a compelling reason for me to kind of do what I do and my purpose in life. As they tell 2 friends and they tell 2 friends, exactly, Meredith. So it's exponential, it grows and it grows and it grows, and you get a compound effect. It's like a snowball going down a hill, it just picks up more and more momentum and it gets bigger and bigger. If you have, like, you know, you might have a purpose in life where you've been through, you know, a negative experience in your life, and now hopefully through watching these scopes, you know, you're looking at what that experience gave you now as opposed to what it robbed of you. And you might go, well, you know what, I want to kind of educate people on this topic so that this thing that happened to me doesn't happen to them, or I can kind of save people through going through this trauma, or I can educate people in a career, or whatever it is. It's like, it's like spread, get a smile. Yeah, so so it's contagious, isn't it, I guess? So you might have this thing that you go, I want to educate people on, and through maybe, I don't know, writing a book, writing a screenplay, writing a theatre show that maybe you perform and the cast perform, that then other casts elsewhere throughout the country, throughout the world go on to perform, whatever that is. You know, you might go, well, actually through my work, it's only one person, through writing this book or writing this play, I might actually go on and through my work exponentially educate 1 million people on this topic. I'm going to impact 1 million people's lives on this thing that I've been through, so they don't have to go through it, or they, you know, they know they're not the only people, you know, who've been through this, and they've, you know, they've got a little bit of help and a bit of solace knowing that they're not alone. It's really possible, you know, it really is possible when you think, actually, you know, it's not just the people who you are directly affecting with your purpose in life that are going to benefit from it. People out there, it's like a ripple effect. You throw a stone in a pond, the ripples just go out and out and out and out and out. That's what your purpose in life is, really, you know, and the things that you do, the actions you take, they don't just impact you, they impact the people you directly, you know, are in contact with, but then they might go on to impact other people, and so on and so on and so on. So I want to ask you to reassess kind of what you think your purpose is in life, and this is a little bit of fun. It's just going to make things, you know, give yourself like a bit of a title that's a bit cooler, you know, for what your purpose is. And think bigger than you've probably ever thought before. So if you've got anything in mind, type it in now, give us some hearts, let us know, you know, what your massively transformational purpose, or MTP for short, we'll say from now on, you know, your MTP, what that actually is. And it's just quite a compelling reason for you to carry on doing what you're doing when times get quite hard, or, you know, it's not as easy. You know, you're in the messy middle of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, and you're like, actually, why did I start this off in the first place? Well, you know what? No, I want to entertain 1 billion people through the work that I do. You know, I want to educate 1 million people through the work that I put out there. Give me some examples of things that you might be thinking right now. You know, it's just going to get you to kind of think bigger, and don't think you can think too big. You know, if you want to do 5 million people, there's 7 billion people on the planet, so depending on what you want to do and how popular it is and wherever you are in the world, you do absolutely have a you know, have a chance to you know, to affect literally billions of people. You see how videos online can go viral and go mental. You know, in a video that somebody puts on for their friends and family, suddenly in a couple of days it's had like 1.23 you know, million hits, and they only put it on there just to show their friends or family something that their kids were doing, or something that they were doing, or a charity appeal that they were doing locally, suddenly spirals out of control, and then there's like 1 million, you know, people getting behind it. Like Zoella the blogger. Who's that, Sasha? I don't know who that is, but I would check whoever that is out. I mean, Sasha, you've got a blog, you know, something that you could write on your blog or vlog about could quite easily be impacting people in ways that you don't know, and they could be going on, and you know, it's in the days of the internet, getting your stuff out there now, it's easier and easier than it's ever been to distribute your content. So if you can think big, your you know, your audience can be absolutely huge. Oh, you have to check her out, she's great. Yeah, I don't know who that is, who Zoella is. But have a think. I mean, in your life, you know, what would you answer? Vishal is here. Vishal, we're talking about massively transformational purposes tonight, which is thinking bigger than you've ever thought before. So I was saying that through the work that I do, I entertain people on a daily basis, but then they might go on to entertain other people through the work that I do and how I can coach people and help people in their careers. So I might exponentially, well, I want to exponentially go on to entertain 1 billion people through the work that I do. So what do you do, and how many people can you affect? What's your massively transformational purpose? So yeah, give us some. I'm not seeing any examples coming up, guys. I want you to think big. Who's with me on this? Who's gonna put it out there first of all? Be daring. Who dares to say what they actually, how they want to impact people? Let us know. There's also, guys, I want to over the next couple of we're all thinking. Shelley, think big. Definitely over the next couple of nights, guys. I don't know which night it'll be, but I also want to try out with you guys another platform a bit like Periscope. So Laura's going. Laura's thinking. Keep me posted, Laura, if you think of something. Thinking. What's the first thing that comes to mind, girls? Like when I said what's your purpose initially? You might go, oh well, it's to be a successful actress. Well, why is that important to you? You know, what do you want to do through that? And then when you come with an answer, ask yourself why that's important to you, and keep going and keep going. And then and then just multiply it by like 1 million. see where you end up. But yeah, guys, I want to try out a new platform over the next couple of nights. I don't know when it's going to be, but there's a platform called Blab, and it's amazing. So Meredith wants her kids to do well. So how do you want your kids to impact the world, Meredith? What would you want to see them doing? Because I would like to be able to use my voice for working class actors. Well, yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, there's a lot of actors in the industry, Sasha, who are standing up now for actors who don't come from really privileged backgrounds, because it seems like the industry over the last few years has definitely kind of there's been an influx of very rich people who can kind of, I guess, I don't know, buy influence, you know, buy not success, because I still think you've got to have some talent to do it, but you know, can certainly put themselves in situations that will that are conducive for success, I guess. So you might go, okay, Sasha, I want to be a music therapist, a nuclear engineer, an FBI agent. One wants to be a music therapist, one a nuclear engineer, one an FBI agent. Wow! So as a musician then, you know, or well, any of those things, you could impact people greatly on a massive scale, definitely. So through your kids exponentially then, Meredith, you might want to go, right, well, you know, I want to positively impact the lives of however many people by doing such and such a thing. I don't know what it is. It's just a bit of fun to kind of think about. What I was talking about, Sasha, yeah, so you might want to go working class people, right, well, you know, I want to, you know, affect, I don't know, I want to get 100,000 working class actors into work through the work that I do. I don't know, just think massive, think bigger than you probably ever thought before. It's not just about you, it's about who you impact and who they impact and they impact and they impact. Going back to this other social network, guys, Blab, it's a bit like Periscope, but it allows me, Patricia, good evening, Blab allows me to bring on, through video, 3 other people to talk properly. So I can go, right, I'm going to bring Sasha on, she wants to get involved or ask a question. And then if you're brave, you've got to be brave to come on and talk to everybody that's watching. And you can still type like you do now, but you can actually come on Blab. I can have up to 3 people at a time join me. If you would be up for doing that, type I'm brave now and give me some hearts. Let me know, and I'll set that up for the next couple of nights. It's good, honestly, it's really, really cool. It's another platform like Periscope. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your Mac, on your laptop, whatever. But it would just mean that we can feedback a little bit better. We can have a little bit more interaction, a little bit more fun, rather than just you guys having to listen to me waffle on for half an hour. Meredith's brave. Be brave, Meredith. It'd be awesome. It'd be great to get people getting involved. As we suggest, like this, to entertain people. So what do you want to impact those people with, though, Kim? Laura's brave. Kim's brave. How do you want to impact them? You know, do you want to educate them on a certain topic? Missed the beginning of that, but yes. Yeah, Patricia, yeah, we're talking about another platform that we might be trying out for these scopes. And we're just talking tonight about thinking bigger for our purpose in life. not just thinking about the people we directly affect, but how they affect other people and they affect other people, and how through our work we might be able to affect millions of people or even billions of people in positive ways. So it's finding out what your massively transformational purpose is. So if you've missed the beginning of this scope, Patricia, go back and watch it on the replay. Inspire people to gain more confidence. Right, okay, so you might go, right, you know what, my massively transformational purpose in life is to raise the confidence of 1 million people on the planet, or raise the confidence. You know what, it doesn't even have to be millions or billions. You might just go, right, I want to raise the confidence of, you know, first of all, my massively transformational purpose in life is to raise the confidence of 100 people, or make 1 million people smile. Yeah, you know, it can be massive though. You can really think big. How you're going to dent the universe, not just, you know, just sort of make a scratch on it. How you can actually put a dent in the universe. So think about it. It'll be awesome when you've decided. Have a think over the next, like, you know, few minutes, half an hour or so, just whatever, or tomorrow. Tweet me. It's at Ross A. Grant. I love it. I've done this exercise one other time before with a group of actors, and I got, for the next following few days, loads of people actually decided on what it is, packaging it in a nice little sentence and then tweeting it. So do that. It's at Ross A. Grant. Check it out. I will be back tomorrow night, guys, as usual, 10 p.m. No idea what I'm going to be talking about. If you're not part of the Bulletproof Actor Facebook group and you are an actor, get yourself over to facebook.com/groups/Bulletproof Actor. Get the team I work to have a positive mindset, then they'll pass on positive vibe. Yeah, exactly, Hitesh. But so, you know, how do you want them, you know, in what way do you want them to impact people then? If we get really specific on it, I guess. You know, that's really cool as well, and it'll give you a bit more specificity, is that a word? On how you can impact your team in order to impact other people. So you might want to raise their self-esteem, raise their confidence, teach them a skill of some description they can go out and teach other people, etc, etc. But yeah, I'll be back 10 p.m. If you're not part of the Facebook group, get part of it and give me some suggestions for topics to talk about tomorrow night. You know, you can tweet me that as well. If you're not part of the group, that's fine. And if you are an actor and you are interested in changing your life, your mindset, your basically rewiring your brain and rewriting your entire kind of life story that you live in order to have massive success, I'm bringing out an entire mindset coaching course next month called Bulletproof Actor, Unstoppable Confidence, Infinite Success. Guys, seriously, not even mucking around. It's not a sales pitch, but if you went through it, it would absolutely, utterly change your outlook and your life from here on out. If you want to find out more information about that and you want to get involved, then you can get your exclusive invite from bulletproofactor.com. Go there, do that. You can watch an entire video on how the course is going to work, learn a lot more about it, and you can opt in to get email updates for when that is available. I'm ridiculously excited about it. That, for me, is one way that I want to impact millions of people through that. You know, initially I might only impact hundreds, but the skills that I teach you are transferable to every single job, every single career on this planet, every single person's life. So hopefully it will empower you to help other people with their mindset, go out there and get what they want from life, as opposed to settling for, Tracy's excited, thanks Tracy, you know, just settling for kind of working for the man, working to build other people's dreams, when really, you know, you want to be focusing on yourself. You know, never saying yes to somebody else in order to say no to yourself. You know, we don't want any of that. We want to get you guys empowered, believing in yourselves. I want to 10 times your confidence, at least 10 times your productivity, 10 times the belief in yourself, 10 times the action that you take to go and actually achieve what you want to achieve. And I promise you, if you invest in me, I will over-deliver massively on those promises. And if you feel that I haven't delivered, if you do opt in on this course and you just say, you know, Ross, I don't think it was worth 10 times what you've charged for it, no quibble whatsoever, I will give you your money back. It's not going to be a huge investment, but you know, it will be enough for you to take it seriously, and enough for me to be able to deliver the goods. You know, I've got some skills in this area, guys. So trust me. Awesome. It's been amazing to speak to you. I appreciate you guys so much. I really, really do. I think we're forming an awesome little community here. I hope you're enjoying these. If you are enjoying them, just type yes. Give me some hearts and give me some feedback. Let me know that you are enjoying this. We will all be in the Rich and Famous Club. Nina, I mean, seriously, honest to God, like, I just you know, I sometimes I think, oh God, they're going to just think I'm so cheesy or whatever, or you know, or do they believe me? Is this a bit pie in the sky? Do they, you know, is this just some kind of sales pitch? Really isn't. 8 years ago, I was very cheap on my education. I was very cheap and invested in myself. I was destined to live a pretty cheap life. The minute I started investing in myself and taking it seriously, I don't think you can ever kind of spend too much on yourself, on your personal development, on your personal growth. The more you do and the more you evolve as a person. You know, if you're cheap in your education, guys, you're going to be cheap in life. I mean, full stop, just forever. Okay, the minute you take it seriously and you go, right, you know what, enough is enough. I aspire to be bigger, to be better. I've got a higher vision for myself and my career and the people around me and the family. It's not just you getting better as well, guys. I want you to appreciate there's other people in your lives who deserve a better you. And you might be super successful. You absolutely might be already, but you can always be more successful. You can always impact the world in a bigger, better way. You can always up your massively transformational purpose. You can always, you know, raise your standards. Don't think you're cheesy. You can't beat working on yourself. You can't. You really can't. And doing this 8 years ago changed my life, like, so much. My life that I live nowadays is brilliant. It's ridiculous when I look back to what I was doing, and I used to think it was acceptable. That's the scary thing. When I was working in that shop for 40 hours a week on minimum wage, hating my life, telling myself and justifying it that this is what every actor does, this is what everybody does, they all have to work the terrible job in order, you know, to wait for that break. I was just utterly justifying and kidding myself. How could I possibly have a good acting career, voiceover career, or actually a fulfilling life when I was spending 40 hours a week of my life doing something that I didn't enjoy and doing something that I wasn't well paid for, that I wasn't appreciated for, effectively earning the man at the top all the money. You know, I don't know how I ever thought that was a good idea, you know, so I want people to think about that when they're thinking of their purpose in life. If you're doing something now that is not aligned to your mission in life and to your massively transformational purpose for what you want to achieve, something has to change, and you guys have the power and the gift of choice. You really do have the choice to change your life on a dime like that. Just literally turn it around 180 degrees straight away. Right now, if you think, guys, just think to the biggest events that have happened on this planet, and I'm talking massive, massive events, you know, the things that have started world wars, the things that have, Rosa Parks stands up on a bus and says, I'm not going to the back of the bus. You know, creates a movement for black people in America that goes, we are no longer gonna you know, settle for this, settle for being looked at and viewed as second-class people. She made that decision in a split second. She probably didn't think, I'm going to do this when I get on that bus. Something just clicked there and then that second, and it changed the course of history. You know, events that have caused wars happened in a split moment. You know, when people decided to go out and do stuff that really impacted the world in ways that they never could have imagined. They didn't necessarily kind of like plan it for years and years and years. It happened like that. You too, no matter what situation you are in, can change your life and the course of your life like that. Instantly. You know, you don't have to go, oh well, I'll do it next week, or I'm not ready for that, or I can only do it when it's perfect. Nonsense. You can do it literally right now, so think about that as well. Enough waffle for me. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to go and upload this replay to YouTube. If you want to watch any of the replays of these Periscopes, go to actonthis.tv, click on Periscope in the top menu bar, and you can watch all of them. Thanks a lot, guys. Until tomorrow, have an amazing night. Go out there tomorrow, think of your purpose, and align what you are doing in order to achieve that purpose in your life as well. Catch up with you again soon. Thanks for another great chat, Ross. A pleasure, Sasha. Thanks for turning up and showing up every night. It shows dedication. We are creating positive habits here, guys, that hopefully will, you know, will change your life, your mindset, rewire your brain for the better. I'll catch up with you soon. Thanks so much. Bye for now.